What's up everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a very special announcement which you've probably seen from the title. I cannot believe that I am going to be hosting a readathon specifically just for reading backlist titles, and I'm getting to host it with 5 other amazing ladies. So the Backlist Readathon is a readathon where we are reading all backlist titles. So anything that has been published from like 2019 all the way until we're kind of leaving it open until whenever. Now I do know that I guess technically backlist is supposed to be something that is still within print, but since a lot of us really don't have the time to research whether a book is in print or not, we're just leaving it open to everyone's interpretation. The only thing that we're not allowing is any type of titles that are being released or have been released in 2020. So it's going to be all titles from 2019 and before that period. This readathon is going to be from March 9th through the 15th. And so this is going to be a Monday through Sunday readathon. So I'm gonna go through each co-host and then also which of the prompts that they picked, because there's 6 of us total and there are 6 prompts / challenges total as well. So each one of us kind of picked like our favorite one that we wanted to do. And so first up we have Zoe from Zoe Reads, and she picked the prompt of reading the shortest backlist on your TBR. If you guys haven't seen Zoe, which I feel like most of you probably have, but Zoe's channel is absolutely amazing. I will have all the co-host channels linked down below for you guys so you can go check them out. But like Zoe is literally such a sweetheart. Like she's probably the nicest person on the planet. I don't know, she's just like absolutely beautiful, absolutely like sweet and kind and caring. And so you definitely need to go check out her channel. Now for Zoe's prompt of reading the shortest book on your TBR, I do have just a couple recommendations for that one. So The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn is one of my favorite short stories or shortest books. This book was published in 2014, so it's perfect for this readathon. And I believe it's only 64 pages, so it's a great book for you to like add into your readathon and to fit this shortest prompt challenge. This is a mystery thriller / paranormal book. You know, it's kind of like up to everyone's interpretation, but I really enjoyed it. And I believe that Zoe enjoyed it too. I think we both gave it really high ratings. So definitely consider picking this one up for this readathon. Another book that I want to add for this shortest prompt challenge is The Test by Sylvan Newell, and this book was actually published in 2019, so this will fit. This is also a short story. I believe it was like 100 and some pages, 108. And this is more of a short book that kind of follows a Black Mirror type of vibe, if that makes any sense. So if you like the show Black Mirror, then you should definitely check this book out. I don't want to give any of the premise away because the book is so short, but I definitely feel like this would be a good one for you to read during this readathon. Okay, the next co-host that we have is Chandler from Chandler Ansley, and I will have her channel linked down below. She is amazing at any type of like romance recommendations. I literally just watched her guide of Penelope Douglas, which is an author that I've been interested in. I read Birthday Girl and loved that one, but Chandler just came out with a whole guide to it, and she's so thorough with her videos. Like she knocks it out of the park. If you want to get any information about books from Chandler, that's definitely the way to go. So Chandler's prompt / challenge for this readathon is to read a backlist that intimidates you. So literally this could be anything. This could be maybe a big book, like super long, and you're just too intimidated to read it. It could be one that's out of your comfort zone, so maybe something that you don't normally read and so you've been intimidated by it and you're gonna pick it up during this readathon. It's a little hard for me to give recommendations for this type of thing because obviously everything intimidates people differently, but I know personally with me, I think I'm going to go a little bit out of my comfort zone just because I don't always have time to read huge books that intimidate me during a readathon. So I think I'm gonna either venture more towards like a little bit of historical fiction, or maybe I'll go a little bit of the fantasy route. I'm actually not sure, but obviously just read a book that intimidates you. Okay, so our next co-host is Emily from A Little Writer M, and you guys should know already that she's one of my good friends, and I just love like how cute and adorable she is. She is just absolutely hilarious, and I love watching all her videos. I love collabing with her. She is just the cutest thing ever. Plus, if you love a British accent, go click on her channel because because she is just the cutest. Oh my gosh. Like, oh, Emily's prompt for this challenge is to read a book recommended by somebody else. So this is also kind of open to your interpretation, just because you could read a book that's been recommended by one of us here on BookTube. You could read a recommendation by someone in your life that literally handed you the book and said, here, read this. Or even if it's somebody that's on Goodreads that recommended you a book from Goodreads recommendation. You probably have a lot of choices for that one, and I would just go with whatever you feel most comfortable reading. I'm actually going to read a book that was recommended by Gabby and a lot of other people recently, because I asked a question recently and everyone kind of pointed to this one book. So really excited about my TBR because it's a book that Gabby has really loved and a lot of people have really loved recently, and I'm going to pick it up for this readathon and I cannot wait. Okay, of course the next co-host was me. Hopefully you guys already know me, but if you didn't know what my first name is, I'm Jacqueline. My prompt slash challenge that I created for this readathon is to read the backlist title that most excites you. So one of the things that I dislike about readathons, because honestly, I'm not a huge readathon type of girl, because I feel like I am such a like by the book, like to-do list, check it off type of person. And so when I get given a list of prompts or challenges, I want to hit all of those prompts or challenges. Now the only problem with that is a lot of times they're not prompts and challenges that I would necessarily pick for myself, and I feel like I have to constantly read out of my comfort zone in order to like fit those. I wanted to create a prompt that, you know, would just get you like super excited for this readathon and literally lets you pick up the book that you're most excited to read. So my prompt is literally read the backlist that you are most excited to read. So I know that you guys have felt this way, but there are so many times where I have stacks of books or I'm looking at my bookshelf and there's just like, I don't know, maybe I'm picking books for other prompts and there's just one book that I'm like, I wish that I could read this. Like if I had to pick one book right now to read, it would be this one. And so I wanted to include this in this readathon just because obviously backlist titles are so huge and so broad. And a lot of the ladies picked amazing prompts, but I just wanted you to be able to pick up the backlist title that you are most excited to read. The next co-host is Mel, or Melanie, from Mel to the Any, and she is also such a sweet booktuber, and I love that she focuses on just making sure that everyone's own voices are heard throughout the booktube community. She reads a lot of diverse books, and so her prompt is to read a diverse backlist. So an example of a diverse backlist would be an author or a character that may have a disability, maybe struggles with mental health, it could be fat rep, it could be LGBTQ+. This prompt is a really good one, and I love when I see readathons including it because I do think it's very important to read diverse books. I actually don't have very many recommendations for this prompt because this is something that I need to work on as well. So I'm really excited to tell you guys about the book that I picked for this prompt in my future TBR video because I'm really excited and I really want to broaden my horizons like with this type of prompt. Okay, last but not least, but the last co-host is Gabby from Gabby Reads, and you guys know she's like my best friend ever. I love this girl with my heart and soul, and she's like one of the first friends that I had here on BookTube, and our friendship just like, I don't know, it just grew so organically, and I talk to her so much and I just love her so much, and I really hope that this is the year that I get to meet this girl because she is absolutely amazing. She also is killing it over on her BookTube channel, and I am so proud to see her grow and flourish, and she's one of my all-time favorite booktubers, and I watch her videos religiously. I love her. Obviously, if you're watching me, you probably already watched Gabby because she has shouted me out so many times because she's just absolutely lovely. So Gabby's prompt for this challenge is to read a backlist with blue on the cover, and I'm really glad that she picked that because I love blue books, she loves blue books. So all you have to do is read a backlist title with blue on the cover. It could be the full cover, it could be a little bit on the cover. One of my favorite books, The Dream Daughter by Diane Chamberlain, has a little bit of blue there on the cover, so that would be a great one. It's like a light historical fiction slash time traveling type of book. I know it sounds weird, but it's absolutely amazing if you love an emotional type of story. Another one that I love is All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover, and this also has a little bit of blue on the cover. It's kind of like bluish purple, but we can count it. This book is a romance about a married couple, and it deals a lot with infertility. I love that so much. So it also could technically be part of your diverse books, just because if you haven't dealt with infertility, you're definitely reading about that type of perspective, and I feel like it really gives people the insight of what it feels like to struggle with infertility and not being, you know, just able to have a child or get pregnant as easy as other people. Another one of my favorites is On the Island by Tracy Garvis Graves. This is a forbidden slash taboo romance that happens between a younger boy and an older tutor female, and they crash on an island and kind of spend a lot of years there. I love this one. You could also read Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is one of my favorites because this is also like an alternating timeline, like alternate reality. That's what I'm looking for. And this one is just absolutely amazing. It's about this girl that kind of makes a decision. It splits her life in two, and you get to read both sides of her life and just kind of see what is happening within that depending upon the decisions that she makes. Absolutely love this one. Another one of my favorites that has blue on the cover is Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. This is also a forbidden slash taboo romance about a younger girl and an older guy who actually is her boyfriend's father, and it's a great one. And for a thriller, if you need a thriller with blue on the cover, No Exit is the way to go if you haven't read it yet. This one is a very snowy, like amazing book about this girl that gets stuck snowed in at a rest stop with like 5 or 6 other people, and turns out that there is a little girl that's locked in the back of a van. So there's a child abductor like at this rest stop, snowed in with everyone else. It's really great, super thrilling. Okay, so that is it. Let me go over the prompts really quick one more time just to get it all in there. And of course, like always, you can stack prompts, you can do whatever you want. You don't even have to hit them all, where this is such a low-key readathon, which I feel like so many people say, but I mean, for real, we don't have time to police everybody. We just want you guys to have fun and try and get your backlist titles off of your shelf. So number 1 is read the shortest backlist on your shelf. Number 2 is to read one that intimidates you. Number 3 is to read a recommendation by someone else. Number 4 is to read the backlist title that you're most excited to read. Number 5 is to read a diverse backlist title. And number 6 is to read a backlist with blue on the cover. So that is it for this video. My TBR for this readathon will probably just be within my actual TBR video for March, so you will see that in just a couple weeks. I am so excited. I actually kind of already have my TBR completely planned out. I'm really, really excited for this readathon, and if you want to see any updates from any of us, we do have a Twitter, which I will pop right here for you guys. If you want to go check it out, that's where we're definitely going to announce anything that's happening, especially within the future if we do this readathon again. I hope you guys are so super excited. Definitely drop a comment down below letting me know how excited you guys are for this readathon and to get all of your backlist titles read, or at least most of them. That's it for this video, and I will see you guys soon in another video. Bye everyone.